All right, so here's my live review of YouTube Live Gaming. All right, so I played on it earlier. I did not realize, stupidly though, when I was streaming on there, that my mic was muted. I had hit a button, I guess, and muted my mic and did not even realize it. But I will say this: it does have some pros. You can easily be discovered. That's a pro. That's a pro in my eyes. Okay, it's easy to find what you're looking for, and people can easily discover you. Okay, that's number two. Three, chat. It's got a good time and latency. It's got regular normal latency, low latency, and then ultra low latency. Okay, it's got a good amount of pros because it has more updated game categories than Twitch does and Facebook Gaming put together. Okay, and it it was easy to set up and all that stuff. Now, so we got about 4 to 5 maybe pros, right? Now let's get to the cons. The cons, however, um, oh, one last pro I forgot to add. There is automatic closed captions that you can turn on that you do not have to use an external site or a widget for that. So that's a plus. All right, so now let's get to the cons. The one con is if you're running it, say, ultra low latency, you cannot turn on closed captions. That's not a super con to me, but it's still a con for the fact that if you're in ultra low latency and you do have people that are hearing impaired, you can't turn captions on. Now, whether or not you can go to an external site or get a widget, I don't know on that one if you can get closed captions, but it's there, ultra low latency. It's literally like Mixer's FTL. So YouTube prioritized on that. And that is something that Twitch needs and Facebook Gaming needs because Facebook Gaming is way behind in terms of seconds before you actually read chat. Now, another con that I found is it is kind of hard to get a bot on here. I have Stream Elements connected as a bot, excuse me, but none of the commands I put in there, excuse me, were working. We'll have to figure that out. Creator Studio became, what is it called now? YouTube Studio. Creator Studio was so much easier to understand, and they changed the YouTube Studio, and now it's more confusing. So that's another con. Um, in all honesty, though, YouTube Gaming has a lot more pros than it does cons. So I mean, they're not really super big cons that I'm finding out. Um, Now, I don't know if you can play music or all that, but it is a little confusing to figure out how to put a widget on here or a link, say, for tips and donations. Now, I don't know how um, you get monetized on here in terms of people watching, but you know, it's really straightforward. I mean, there's not really a lot of cons. So, if Twitch ever has any serious problems or goes in a direction that I honestly do not like and will not tolerate, I will be leaving Twitch and I will be coming here because over Facebook Gaming and Twitch and YouTube and all that mess and all the other ones like DLive and Trovo and all that, I would literally go with YouTube Gaming. So, um, like I said, let's go back over. I wish I could put text on here and edit it. Um, Definite pro is that um, you have latency option. You have ultra low latency and everything. And not to mention, people can actually choose the quality that they want to. So you're not limited. You can sit there and go on there and go, say 720. Okay, I can't watch in 720, or say 1080. I can't watch in 1080. Drop down to 720. Okay, I can't watch in 720. Let's drop down to 480, and so forth. And then the fact that there's closed captions already, if you run in only low latency. You can easily be discovered. There are a lot of game categories. That's really awesome. It's not hard to put a title in there either. So, I mean, when you go live, it's actually pretty easy to do. You don't have to sit there and, do like Facebook and go live on there and then click live on your thing. You can start streaming right off the bat because it gives you a straight stream key that's current. You can copy, change it, all that good mess. Um, it has all kinds of stuff you can set up for different broadcasting software. I currently use OBS with Stream Elements. I was on Streamlabs, but it's confusing. I'm not gonna lie, it's confusing to get certain things in there. That's why I was saying that there's a con with getting your bot set up in there. It's not straightforward on how to do it. I will probably have to figure that out if I do watch a video on it. But other than that, the fact that if you run an ultra low latency, which is pretty much, I mean, it's pretty much exact same speed as Mixer's old FTL protocol they had. The downside is you cannot run YouTube's built-in captions. Whether or not you can, find some other else, I don't know. One con I forgot to add in there, there's not a whole lot of bots that have YouTube support. One that I use that was with Mixer, but now can be used on Twitch is Mix It Up Bot. It's a really good bot and everything like that. I also have ScorpBot, another great bot, but it does not have YouTube support. And I wish it did, because if it did, I could easily get all my stuff on there and go from there. Now, in terms of using certain bots and certain programs, ScorpBot is a little better. Mix It Up can do, some other stuff, but it doesn't have text to speech. And that's something I hope YouTube implements later on. It's some text to speech. But overall, I mean, the stream did really well when I was on there. Didn't really have any lag issues, no drop frames, so that it did have an instance where it started to stutter, but that's because I had a storm in the area. So my internet was kind of up and down because I have a possible hurricane heading here. But like I said, there's more pros to YouTube live gaming than there is cons. So if you ever get tired of Twitch, or say you get kicked off of there, banned without a reason like Dr. Disrespect was, I would definitely come here. But, it's your preference. So I don't, like I said, another thing is there's that whole information on how to get monetized and all that. But like I said, there are way more pros to coming here than there are cons. This, if I had to do a review against Facebook gaming, YouTube gaming would straight up win. A lot of people keep saying, Facebook gaming is more family and community oriented like Mixer was, but I'm sorry. In terms of YouTube gaming and Facebook, it's there's no contest. I'm sorry. YouTube beats them out. YouTube's been out longer than them. Yes, Facebook's got a lot of money, but there are just so many things that they need to change. All right. Now, one thing that YouTube could do better, and Twitch can take points from this as well, is make it where there's different, like clips from games, like highlights of games that you could scroll through and find you easier. But say they are looking for a certain thing with a game. All I can do is say, searching for like Dead by Daylight stuff. Guess what? If I'm streaming it, they may come across it. The algorithm is a little better than Facebook and Twitch's algorithm. I don't know what kind of changes they've done lately, but it's still easier to find certain things you're looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and end that review from here, and hopefully it will not stray you away from, if you're looking where to stream, because this website is actually pretty good for streaming. Now, as well as doing this review and everything, I do stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 p.m. to midnight Eastern Daylight Savings Time, Eastern Standard Time. I used to stream at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., but so many people, don't get off work till like 6 or so I started pushing it back later. So now it's going to be until it possibly changes. I don't know. It's going to stay like this for now. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over at Twitch. Link will be in the description below. 8 p.m. to midnight. So catch me over there. All right, everyone, take care.